Okay, guys, this is Joe. So I am trying this recording again. I started it yesterday, got all the way through, and actually found out that my audio was mixed all wrong, and you couldn't hear me over the game audio. So I have remixed this, and once again, I am hopefully got it set up correctly in my OBS, and actually have some different channels now for my audio, so even afterwards I can remix if I need to. But so with that said, I wanted to get started with the My Life as a Sims gameplay, or actually revisit since I already filmed this once. But this is a gameplay that I have set up where it's actually going to tell a bit of the story about my life with my husband Ben and a little bit of his family. So, with that said, I will go ahead and kind of do an introduction of the worlds I've built for us so far. And we'll start over right now in the gameplay. Ben and I are not together because I built our families separately so that the family trees linked up correctly. But we are going to start our little visit in Brightchester, which is where I actually have Ben's family. This is the first time I'd ever tried to do it, but I built. I tried to build a faithful recreation of a house in real life in The Sims, and Ben's parents actually live in a small college town here in Ohio, so I rebuilt that house. But so let's go ahead and jump in here, and I'll show you a little bit of the house that I recreated and introduce some of the players as well. And then I tried this yesterday. It did not go well, but I'm going to try to get Ben and I to go on a date so that we can get Ben out of his parents' house and into my house. I'm also, I said our house, but I should also go ahead. I'll introduce some of the other characters here, but while I'm doing that, I'll have Ben go ahead and fix this toilet. And so, real quick, just to show the other individuals in the house right now, we have Ben's mom, Vicky, who is out here. His sister, Beth, who is watching some TV right now. I do actually plan at some point to go through and flesh out our families a little bit further. Beth actually has two girls and a stepson and a fiance that we're going to be adding to the game, I believe, at another point. And then finally, Ben's stepdad, David, is also coming up to the living room right now. And okay, good. Don't sit on Beth. Oh, he's cleaning up after us. That happens sometimes in real life. But so, anyways, this is Ben's family's house, and I actually tried to build this, like I was saying, to a little bit of a faithful recreation of their real house. They have this great, huge living room with a giant wall of books and a built-in bar over here that's represented by this bookcase here. And this is the kitchen that I cook the turkey in for Thanksgiving every year while they do all the sides and everything like that. And this great raised family room that they have. It's a very cool 1950s style, kind of mid-century modern layout. They do not have a giant pipe organ in their living room. However, this was the closest thing I could find to an upright piano, which they do have. So that's what I use there. There are a couple things, like I think we've all noticed in real life, the measurements in The Sims do not work out like they do in real life. This room, this hallway doesn't magically shrink down, and this is a closet for both of these rooms and not one shared magical pass-through between. But had to do it that way just to make things work in the Sims world. But yeah, so this is Ben's family's house. I also realizing as I'm looking at this, there are a couple things. This closet, I did not paint the walls of the closet, and this whole back half of the house does not have any carpet. So I kind of feel like I should probably put down some carpet in the rest of this house. And then I have no clue what's in the utility rooms and the bathrooms, but we'll go ahead and do that. But, okay, cool. So anyways, that's kind of the walkthrough. Now, also not being true to 100%, this was my first use of platforms ever in the game. And so Ben's family, not only do they have this raised family room that's really cool, but they have a sunken, there's a basement down here too, but I, at the time, couldn't figure out how to do the basement. But we'll actually see when I go on to showing my parents' house here in a minute or two that I did finally figure out how to do kind of split level basements. But yeah, I just thought this was a lot of fun creating a house that's actually based on something from real life in reference for me. So went ahead and did that. We even have, like I mentioned, we have two nieces. We have a bunch of their play stuff set up right here in the house. But so just thought it was a lot of fun. Trying to think if there's anything else cool or fun to show you here, but I think this is about it. I'll maybe even just show it to you guys with all the little walls up and everything like this. Cute little faithful recreation of their house. There's not a beautiful canal out front. Their college town does not have canals. But anyways, I just thought it was fun, and trying to keep it a little bit true to real life being in this college down here. So with that said, I'm going to be doing some gameplay in a bit where I will come back and Ben and I will go on, I guess, our second date in the game. The first date did not go well. I was in a bad mood because apparently there was someone at the lot I did not like, and that put me in a bad mood for the game. So hopefully better luck for our second game. But let's go ahead. We'll come out to Manage Worlds, and I'll show you the house I designed for my parents' house, which I just recently moved out of in the last game, and moved into the house that will eventually become Ben and I's house. But so growing up, I kind of grew up, it was the back half of a traditional suburb. We owned the property, so it was actually a small little farm behind the allotment that we lived in. And so while now, when I started building this other day, we didn't have the cottage living pack, so I didn't actually build a faithful recreation of a farm, but did build my parents' house in Brindleton Bay because we did have on the farm, we had some animals, and I just thought this was a good location for it. And this little plot of land over here, Sable Square, is kind of a suburb area, so I thought it was kind of a faithful recreation of what I grew up in. So with that said, loading into my parents' house right now. I thought this, so let's zoom out a bit. This is awesome. This really is like the house I grew up in. So many things. 1970s split level that I grew up in, out in a little bit of the suburbs or country of Ohio. So this is the house. We'll walk you through it real quick. Take the walls down. Go to the first floor. Once again, we've seen a little bit of where I had to jerry-rig the different areas of the split level, just because that's not really how the house would be in real life. This spare room does not cut into the garage like this. There's not a huge fake wall around this fireplace. As a matter of fact, that's kind of just made up too, because in my parents' great room, we actually have this would be a huge wall of bricks with an arch in it. And also their hearth, while it exists, does not take up a quarter of the family room like it did here. But just trying to make it look like what I could with what The Sims gives us to use. With that said, though, I was kind of, I think one thing I'll show, I'm proud that I was able to get the basement in. However, one thing I wish you could do is sometimes there are doors at the top of stairs in the real world. And I could not do that here, so this is just open, even though really my parents have a door to the stairwell to the basement. But I was proud that I actually got to build their basement. I figured that out finally with a platform, with a split level. So this is exactly how their house is set up. However, this is like a built-in bench in their foyer. And then I haven't fully finished populating this house yet. This is my dad's office, which I have no furniture in. It was also the kids' playroom when I was a child. And our family room has a game table up here. I need to put in one of the Don't Wake Llama tables. But just thought it was fun. Also, one thing that I do love is a thing kind of true of at least this 1970 style house. There is a pass through between the kitchen and the dining room, and so even though I couldn't find a swatch of wood that matched the rest of the kitchen, I was able to put in this pass through that is in their house too, which I just think is kind of fun. As a kid, I used to hang out here and like talk to my family while they were cleaning or making dinner or that type of thing. But just thought that was fun that I could include that. But one of the areas where you can definitely see where I had to fudge some measurements for the purpose of The Sims is here in this upstairs. Um, the I finally got the stairs to work. I could not figure out how to get the stairs to work at first, and originally they were placed further back, and they were coming up through this section of the house. Um, this part of the house probably needs a roof in it, so I'll need to take care of that in a second. But so when I was doing that, the stairs were originally further back. Once I figured out how I could put it directly above the stairs for the basement, it moved, and so the door for the bathroom is definitely in the wrong place. It does not walk out in my parents' house into the stairwell like that. But an interesting thing in my parents' is that is also like their ensuite bathroom, the whole second floor bathroom, and so you actually still can get to it through the master suite. So it is kind of nice that it's playable that way. But this is a pretty true recreation of my parents' house. This was when I was preteen. This was actually my room, and my sisters lived in this room with a set of bunk beds. And I actually had a loft bunk bed situation when I was a kid. But this is kind of a more this was just set up this way just for while I was designing it. However, this is kind of how I left the room. I moved into the bigger room once my sisters moved out. And so this is kind of more a recreation of the way it was after I lived there. But so with that said, this is actually my mom up in her room watching some TV. And then, let's see, there is my sister Margot and my dad and my sister Kristen watching TV up in the living room. And this is kind of true. Like actually, this TV is much larger in my parents' house, but it's where during holidays and special events we gather with all the nephews, and we're usually playing like Switch games, like You Don't Know Jack or Mario Party or something like that up there. So just kind of fun to include that. And true to sim form, for some reason someone's leaving food on a half wall, and now I don't even think anyone can get to it because these bookshelves are there. In real life these are built-in bookshelves, but I think I did a good job of making a recreation of my the childhood home I grew up in, so that was kind of fun. With that said, I don't think there's anything else to show you here. I am going to have to come back in and finish populating at some point with clothes in the closets and my dad's office and that sort of stuff, and possibly some fake cars if I feel like putting that in the garage. But so this is the childhood home I grew up in, and then finally I'll take you to the home that is the house that Ben and I currently live in, which is a nice, cute little house in this kind of post-industrial town that I live in. That's it's kind of like the rest of the Midwest. There's a little bit of industry, there's a little bit of a downtown, and so with that said, I actually picked Evergreen Harbor to represent that town in this game. And so jumping into it, here is the house that I built, which we'll move Ben into in a minute. Well, actually, we'll continue dating Ben, and then once we're engaged and or married, and look, I'm standing in the middle of this house in just my underwear. Let's go ahead and go upstairs and get changed. But so this is a recreation of the house that we live in right now. I'm hoping that in the next year or two we'll actually be moving as well. But kind of faithful recreation here once again. I do have overgrown bushes in front of my house that I need to do some trimming for. Oh, okay. Do not know what's happening here. Did not actually want to change. Yes. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to change my sim into this other outfit because for some reason I left him walking around the house in just his underwear. But I actually love this outfit. In real life, I'm going to try to see if I can get this Sims crab shirt. I love that. But so this is kind of the house I recreated for the purposes of this My Life as a Sim playthrough. A couple things that I just found out, like I did find out that we actually have air conditioning units in the debug items, so I'm actually going to have to put a real air conditioning at the side of my house. But like, here's a set of rocking chairs my parents gave me for a gift on the outside and everything like that. But just to walk you through, went too far, meant to take the walls down. This is the house that Ben and I currently live in. Tried to keep it true and faithful to the way things really are. We used to have this really nice wall of art in our living room, and for some reason we upgraded our TV and it's entirely too large for the room, and so now we literally have a giant TV that's too large for the TV stand, and then a bunch of art crammed around it. But tried to keep things as true or real and representative of what we actually have. We have a bunch of these since I think I mentioned this on some of the previous Let's Plays or videos that I've recorded. We have 11 cats, which at one point, once I get Ben in here, we're going to have to cheat the system because you can only have 8 active members of your household. But I should be able to cheat 3 more cats into this house, which I will go ahead and do once I get Ben in here, though. But so this is, since we have so many cats, we have around the house some of these ridiculously large water bowls that are actually water fountains for the cats. So I went ahead and sized up some of the water bowls in the game to represent that, and even have my poor Xbox Series X, which I love, but I've hardly gotten a chance to play. But I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Valhalla on it, and it's great. It's awesome. I beat it really quickly. But a good friend of mine, him and I sometimes will play. I suck at first-person shooters, but Call of Duty or something like that. I think once I actually get a video game capture card, we'll also be doing some console gaming as well. But in the meantime, continuing my Sims walkthrough, we do have this. This is what our office used to look like. I know that there's clipping going on here right now, but this is kind of our IKEA desk setup that we actually have down in our office. And it was funny when I was filming this yesterday and I was walking through this room. I could hear this water running the whole time. You guys might be able to hear it a little bit now, but hopefully I got the audio settings a little more correct this time. So you might not be able to hear it. It looks like it's pretty low on the channel, but I couldn't figure it out. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I put this ridiculous fountain in this room, not because I have a fountain in my office right now, but we have like, it's a wicker woven deer head here. And this was the closest thing I could find that was wall art that had a head in it. So I put this fountain here. But then the whole time when I was walking through this office yesterday, I could not figure out what that noise was. But long story short, this is kind of Ben and mine's workspace. We both work from home. We both work in the same area. However, we have recently, since I decided I wanted to start streaming, we actually have converted this extra bedroom that we have into the office space. We got rid of all of our walk-in closet that we have up here and converted it to an office. So that's the room I'm sitting in now. So I actually think at some point during some of these gameplays, I'll actually do maybe I'll do a home decorator renovation of this office. And then this is also, I don't have a treadmill up here in this office. I have an exercise bike, and so this is a recreation of my exercise bike since we don't have actual exercise bikes in this game. But this is actually the office I am in now, so eventually I'll redecorate it to match. And then again, talking about some of the weird sizing issues with The Sims, this is all pretty true to the size of my house. However, I wouldn't say that this room is actually as big as this room is. And then it probably needs to be cut down by 1 square. And then this bathroom is more true to real life in this size. And so I just blocked out this room here that didn't make any sense. But it also doesn't kick out here either, but wanted to do that to make it functional for The Sims. But so just some weird little things like that. As a matter of fact, I think if we go all the way roof up, yeah, you can see that this roof sticks out here, even though that's not how it really is in real life. But you do what you can with the weird, funky sizing of The Sims. I'm trying to think if there is anything else fun to point out will eventually be moving. However, now I have, instead of just these 2 monitors where I have here in this game, I actually now have 4 monitors at my desks and some lighting rings and everything like that. So I doubt it'll be too accurate, because I'm not even sure if you could fit 4 monitors onto a desk in The Sims. But yeah, and then also I did. Our basement does look scary like this. It is kind of a murder basement. And of course, we have a lot of litter boxes because we have 11 cats. We have this weird fruit cellar back here that we have, which is actually where I store a bunch of my Legos that I have created and built, and then don't have a place to actually put Legos in my house. And then I had to recreate some things that we don't have in The Sims. This is our furnace. This is our hot water tank. These are our new washer and dryer, which in real life we did just get a brand new washer and dryer. They were expensive as hell, and I love them. But so they had to be in this game. And then with that said, just a couple, the kitchen, I actually overall pretty much like my kitchen, and this is pretty true to real size of my kitchen, which I think is kind of fun. That things could be a little more accurate here. The only thing that's off is I have this green locker because it was green, where really it's a big, tall green set of cabinets. That's our pantry for our kitchen. And then finally, even on our little back porch here, we have this crazy little grill here, which I never use. I went through a summer where I thought I was going to be a grill master, and it never got the temperature right, never figured out how to at least master this type of grill. So it just sits out back there unused, and this crazy little old weathered table. But other than that, this is pretty much the house Ben and I live in. So I really think our next steps, oh, there's some poor dude standing out on my front porch. With that said, I think here in a second, we're going to go continue through with our playthrough and go for another date with Ben and I. I had gone on a date with him in the playthrough from yesterday. However, unfortunately, that did not go very well. I actually showed up first at Ben's parents' house, which was kind of funny. I was joking about the fact that I showed up at Ben's parents' house and just started flirting and talking to him, knocked on the front door, and trying to start that relationship. In here will be quieter? No. But so with that said, here we go. We actually have one of the first new neighbors that I have on this lot. But I am going to go ahead and give Ben a call. What time is it? It's 9:26. It's kind of late for a call in the game, so maybe I'll go in, cook myself some dinner real quick, and then tomorrow we'll go on a date. It is kind of funny. I actually relived this on the video that I probably won't end up posting now because of the bad audio. But Ben and mine's one of Ben and mine's first date, we went to a local gay club, and I had never been there, and Ben thought I'd really enjoy it, so he was excited to take me there. And when we got there, it was actually their BDSM night, and so there were like men on Roman crosses and assless leather chaps and that sort of thing. And so it's a humorous story now that was one of our first dates, was to this crazy club that doesn't even exist anymore. But it was funny that it happened because neither one of us knew that it was going on, and it was just quite a surprising first date. I don't think that there are any BDSM clubs in The Sims 4, though, so it's not going to happen this time, which I think we can all be thankful for. But so now this guy's just wandering around my house. Who are you, dude? You are Dominic Fries. So in yesterday's playthrough, where the audio was messed up, Ben and I did go out to, I can't remember which restaurant, but we went to one of the restaurants, and when we got there, the date was going well. It was one of the metered dates, which I've never actually asked a sim on a date before, so I've never had it actually where you can get gold or silver or that sort of a thing. And, now this guy is just cooking on my back grill. Okay. But so Ben and I were in the game. Everything was going well, but here it ended up that there was somebody who I despised at the bar, even though I've never played on this account really, other than to set it up. So I don't know how there was anyone that I could have despised at the bar, but it. I was angry the whole time we were at the bar, which was kind of interesting. But so with that said, I think we're just going to play some games around the house and then get some sleep until Ben and I can actually go on our date tomorrow. Also find out what this nice stranger is doing in my house still. He's just running around trying things out. And why did I not use the bathroom? What happened there? Can I not use this restroom for some reason? Would be kind of funny because in real life this is a really small bathroom and maybe it's even too small for a sim to use. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, no, I can use the bathroom. Oh no! There is a child in the storm. Dude, what are you doing out here? Who has to use the restroom, apparently. I do love in Evergreen Harbor, I think that's the name of the town I'm in, how you can pass the ordinances and clean things up. So I think I am going to have to do that. We actually do, in my town, have a nice little river that runs through it, and we have a great downtown area that at one point was a pedestrian mall, but we reopened the streets and the businesses kind of come back down there. So I think this is a great little recreation of this town. But so with that said, this guy's finally leaving my house. I think we can sleep. Oh, good lord. There's a... Well, Vlad, I don't see you. But apparently Vlad's around. But okay. We'll take a nap, and then we'll get up and we'll try to go on our date tomorrow. It's funny, this game is a little bit representative of my house in real life. It does actually, the way the sun is rising and everything like that is the way it is in real life. So I do think that's kind of funny. I don't know, Little Simsy, who's one of my favorite YouTubers, she's always complaining about how bad the lights are on her lots. And while the light's not great, I do have to say at least it's true to real life, which is funny. But so let's find out. We'll come down here, get some food, and then I think I'm going to call up Ben and we'll go for our breakfast date. And then once we get Ben in this house, like I said, we'll go ahead, we'll try to get the cats here. I don't know if anyone by this point will be watching any of these YouTubes, but if there's anyone, let me know if you want me to adopt the cats and try to make them look like my actual cats in real life. That might be something I have to do through CAS and not necessarily through the Adopt-A-Pet. Or since there are 11 of these cats, it might be hard to actually try to find cats that match the cats I have in real life. But let me know what you guys think would be fun, if I built the 11 cats or if we just try to adopt them. But so anyways, we'll come down here, we'll have breakfast real quick. It's a nice breezy day in my neighborhood, apparently. I love cooking in real life, so this is good. I will have to work on getting my cooking skill up. I even do have a tiny bit. I would like to think of a gourmet cooking skill. I like some fancy dishes. So, you know, maybe I'll work on getting that up to like 3 or 4. But I am not much of a baker in real life. So that is a skill I've never really delved into in The Sims, but something I think I'll need to. Okay, so once we're done eating, go ahead and hit the restroom again real quick. And then I'll go ahead. I was saying this yesterday. It's fixed now. I had to take the mod out, but one of my, I think it was Cheat Mod UI, was messing up all my icons down here. My phone looked like the calendar looked like the light bulb. All of these things are off. But so once again, just a reminder, if you ever have weird glitches in your game after there is an update, it can obviously be, oh, that's right. This is kind of like real life. Can't use the toilet because there is a litter box there. But just a reminder to always, before you uninstall and reinstall your games, just take some of the mods out and see if maybe one of those is causing the issue. Cool. Uh-oh. Oh, my sister's here. Oh, Margo, you came over at the wrong time. Let's invite my sister in. Because I have 11 cats in real life, we almost never have people over to our house. And so this might be one of the first times my sister has ever seen my house. What is happening? Oh, okay. I do not understand this. They do this constantly. It takes up time from a Sims day when you're trying to get them to do something quickly. It drives me a bit insane. So now my sister's in my house, but I am going to give Ben a call, see if he wants to go on a lunch date real quick. Oh, snap. Wait, what? Benjamin. Really? That's ridiculous. Okay, we might actually have to cheat this relationship at some point. We're going to try it one more time in a little bit. But, yeah. Oh, I'm in a bad mood now. Look at me, I'm sad. Oh, little electronic Joe. You're okay. Let's see what we can do. I'm embarrassed. Let's go ahead. Let's see if my sister wants to play some video games with me. Play a multiplayer game with Margo. Some games should make me feel better after an awkward encounter. Oh, sure. Sure, after declining my invite for a date, you can come over and hang out at my house. Which is technically your house, too. Oh, sure, just let yourself in, even though you don't live here yet. This is hysterical. Oh yeah, smell how great the kitchen smells. Oh, that is good COVID practices. He's been in the house for less than 10 minutes and washed his hands. Oh, and now he's joined the gaming. Okay. Well, maybe we can get this to turn around the awkward date we had last time, and then maybe go on a real date here. What? So what is this? Do I have festering bitterness? This was what came up when Ben and I had our first date. Uh-oh. I might have to cheat this regardless because things are not right here. For the purposes of playing, I think I might actually move the litter box out of the bathroom. In real life, there's actually enough room to put the litter box underneath this sink. And that's how we really do it. But kind of hard to make that work in The Sims. Does Margo like video games? Margo liked video games. She doesn't play a lot now, but she used to like video games, so I think that works. Wow. Maybe I need to check out my Simology panel here. Not sure. I need to get Ben a better outfit than this. I thought he'd enjoy these type of shoes in real life, but I don't even know if I picked the rest of this outfit because it is not very representative of an outfit Ben would have. Am I angry? Oh, well, this will be good. I'll give you keys to the house now already. And then I want to get to know. Is this going away? Okay, 60 minutes. This better go away. Oh, can I make a flirtatious joke? I am playful right now.
Sacranario, Aragaba, Abanor.
Sturm, Garsha, Tharg, 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 Sud, Sud.
Yabahorn.
Urazal.
Oh, Yibs.
Oh, good. Okay.
Grivix, Habery, Shusha.
Oh, Ben's a goofball. Oh, it's funny because it's true.
Oh, no. Propyabosa, Finens.
Mesabu. Oh, Quant Bujelja. Oh, Ruscan, Lampima, Galimpa, New Miv, Amsoon.
Okay, let's see. Can we go on a date from here?
Rasha. Grivix, Habery.
Chat with Ben, deep conversation with Ben.
Bimoisa. Oh, Serpino Vanabi.
Squarble, Tarbahay.
Ask on a date. Okay, so we're gonna go on a date from here.
Orbitar.
Oh, Brashar.
We're both flirty. I think we can go on a date.
Yep, Fanoy.
Oh, Dolphus Revuda.
Bombadil.
Oh. Okay. You know what? I actually wanted to go. I thought it would be fun to go on a date to the bar that's in Henford on Bagley. This is a cute little bar. The Gnome Arms. Oh wow, everyone is dressed up tonight. Okay, so let's see. Socialize with your date, flirt with your date, sit and talk to your date. These are all things that can be done. And then also, since it is night on the town or whatever it's called, let's go ahead and order a drink. I don't even know what my favorite drink is. Does the game know what my favorite drink is? We can blame it on the reason that yesterday's recording wasn't good, but my favorite drink is Jack and Coke, and I was actually drinking a Jack and Coke during my playthrough yesterday, but then the audio levels didn't work out, like I mentioned. Darn, she's a good bartender. Okay, where did Ben go? Oh, okay. Okay, let's socialize with my date. Some deep conversation again. This isn't rude at all. Let me ask you about your love life. You shouldn't have one without me. I would never ever sing in real life. Good. That's the way it should be. Move on, friend. Okay, No! Okay, what if we kiss? Aww. Oh, that was from the embrace that I did earlier. Okay. Oh, we just became good friends. That's adorable. Okay, let's keep up the... I want to tell you... let's discuss some interests. And then I'm going to ask you about the day. I'm going to have to do some joking, which I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm not that much of a joker. And Ben thinks he is, but I don't think Ben's very funny. We joke because Ben's mom says I keep him honest since I'm not always laughing at his jokes. But I definitely also say I'm not a funny one, so. What is going on? Uh-oh. Ha! Okay, this date's going so much better than the first one, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get some more flirting in. Flirt. However, that did not joke. Why can I not get the joke to work? More choices. Funny. Is that it? Let's tell a funny story, I guess. Okay, that counted. Awesome. Okay. Do one more funny. Tell an outrageous story. Tell a joke about mimes. Neither Ben and I like mimes, so I should be able to get away with that. Okay. Ah! What is happening? Okay. Let's more choices. Romance. Ooh, a suave kiss. Don't know why I'm singing again. Okay, stop singing. Okay. Funny. Tell a funny story. Okay, friend. Now you just broke our interactions. Why are you here? Okay, that works. Who did I... Okay. Lady, you're ruining things. Go away. You're not supposed to be on my date with my soon-to-be husband. Oh my gosh. Okay. Friendly introduction so I can tell you to go away, I guess. Oh, thank God. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's compliment your appearance. Let me see if I can... Oh, good Lord. Dude. Let's see if I actually remember how to cheat these things. Okay, is this... That's not Cass. Isn't this relation... Yep, relationships. I'm gonna mess things up here, I know that much. Oh, this is taking forever. Should I add... Wait a minute. relationship bits. Okay, who? I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. We're not gonna do that.
Web for Rhoda.
Am I angry? What is happening here?
Stumsy Turp, Renee Hislop.
Okay, let's see.
Square McQuaz. Simona Zaro, Uquam Krabi.
Inika. Ya people squad. Drelif. Quahepin. Grune Hispal. Sawada. Nuloy. Orbatani.
Argan Orga Fwash. Azarik. Lemphian Zerpa. Lahoin. Spabim.
Fonosa Laberjus. Gorge Botne. Dom Renzi.
Yeah, I'll show off my non-existent muscles. We'll do that.
Sabu Gorpina. Zafuim Napatane. Rubin. Kissipe.
Oh.
Schmizzle.
Mka. Shishitaub. Jaruk Kelka. Dalish. Swaby. Lanzaya.
Chipini.
Art is not entertaining life in this case.
Bavosi.
Yeffet May.
Zalka. Blush Begoy.
Ah. Blofa Balafoy. Aragaba. Yemful. Iroquois Refsig. Yemful Staff.
Oh.
Shabini Janib. Ibs. Freenip.
Chubu de Jiffy Flea Bazat. Navy Bleef Do Mais.
We had a legendary date.
Bombadoy.
I mentioned this yesterday that even though this is not an outfit I would put together in real life, this is an outfit I pretty much have. I have this sweater and I have this hat and I have similar boots. So that's kind of funny. I'd never wear them all together like this, but yeah. Okay, let's speed this up a bit, but we clearly need to work on our friendship levels before we can work on our romance levels.
Yeftime Abasan.
You leaving? Okay. It's irritating me that this is not true to life and that apparently Ben doesn't want to spend time with me. He would not. Well, he will obviously see this at some point, but he will not be happy by this gameplay. Okay, let's go ahead and did I get? Yep, I got. Let's go back home. Maybe. I forget what I'm doing. Yeah, let's go back home. We'll cook for ourselves. I just think this is such a cute little bar. I love the fact that there's even a kitchen here so you can cook for yourself if you want. Okay. However, this is a lot like it is in real life, too. The house is just a little too small to get a real comfortable angle as you are doing stuff. Have dinner. Oh, wow, I can already cook a lot. Ooh, a faux meat casserole. I am not vegetarian, but I find myself eating a lot of faux meat products. I'm loving the Impossible meats and the Beyond meats, so we'll have a faux meat casserole. Oh no, am I dirty too? So it is funny, in the one other recording that I have that I will probably post, all the rest of them had issues. I did finally realize that my little webcam headshot here was in the way of all my Sims attributes. So I did actually get that moved too, finally. Do some tinkering with OBS. Why am I so angry? Okay, I am dirty, and I am hungry, so these are things I'm taking care of. Okay, let's go ahead before we hit the sack and take a quick shower. Also, unfortunately, we were going to have to update our bedroom too once I actually do the Let's Play where we remodeled this into my office, because we also turned, we also had to bring in a lot of clothes into the bedroom now and move some of this stuff out of it, because in all honesty, the little closets which we do currently have in this house are not enough for the massive amounts of clothes two gay men can own, so they now live in the bedroom with us. Which is yet another reason that we need to move sooner than later. I also have a huge sneaker collection, which now is in here instead of in its own separate room, which is kind of represented by this wall of shoes that I have here. Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and set this. So yeah, left side is assigned to me, even though I'm now not sleeping on the left side. But Ben, once we get Ben in here, will be on the right side. Also, once again, while I did paint this upper floor, I never put carpet. Is there enough room for me to even vacuum up here? There is. And while I'm preparing to vacuum, let's go ahead and put some carpet down. I thought that was carpet. Because it's kind of the right color for the carpet that we have up here. Let's go with this brown, I guess. Boom. 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 Oh, that looks horrible. Is there a floor in the bathroom? That kind of does look like the floor that we have in the bathroom, though. It's actually, that's pretty close to what we have in our bathroom. So we'll go with that. Okay, cool. Okay. Any other floors that I missed? No. Okay. Now this is really true to real life, though. The Dust the Bust is going to be accurate in the house with having 11 cats. So that is pretty true. Okay, let's see. Outfit. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like it can actually vacuum in this house. But this is the size of my real house, so that's just an issue with this game then. If you're going to have this much dust and stuff, you should allow me to vacuum it. If dust can form, I should be able to vacuum there. Is there room on this side that I can vacuum? No. Let's see if there's anywhere in this house where I can actually vacuum. There is not. Vacuum. Oh, this drives me insane about this game. You know, could also be the fact that I don't think I've picked up a vacuum yet. Oh, this is awesome. Ben came over to visit, he let himself in, and he's actually using his real life appropriate computer. So this works. Oh, and he's angry. Maybe this is why the vacuuming wasn't working, but maybe it should have told me that this was why the vacuuming... No, it still doesn't seem like I can vacuum anywhere. Let's see. Nope, no room there. Any room here? This game is not going to let me vacuum. Oh, okay. One tiny little area I can vacuum in this house. That's annoying. That makes me feel like there should be an area I can vacuum in down here. Okay, and now my sister has shown up. Let's go down and invite my sister in. don't get to see. My sim just keeps teleporting everywhere. Oh, good. I can actually vacuum at least somewhere on this floor, too. Yep, that makes perfect sense. I don't care. Vacuum the bastard. Vacuum the little bastard. Of course. You know what? There is missing floor right there. Okay. Ben does not appear to be having a good work day.
Ibarra,
Hey,
Wigtow, Squarble Tarbahay Farbina,
Narskal Canafe.
Orbitalk,
Hey, both.
Etsna, Pinaruja Sapa, Axine,
Oh.
Torbo, Demaza, Fubim Skuma, Genuik Saflan, Sabi, Dobada. Ooh, Siwa,
Soybim.
Yib Sakunara, Kisapay, Nayafu, Swarsmuk,
Okay, finally working on getting this up a bit so that we can see.
Yashibi, Nayafu. Blash Begoya.
Since I gave him the key, is he allowed to cook in here? I know normally when I cook at other Sin's house, they get upset. Dude.
Huh.
Kelner Squads Nurska. Chirac Fluhane. Flinsk. Fubate.
This game is trying to keep Ben and I apart.
Tomiba Ka. Panacha Saspa.
Evil game.
Fremic Bobizi. Snipbara. Dursina Kane. Shibar Bluhane. Watanini. Chop Bueno. Zappa Quarga Bani. Bibelo Niboy. Narble Saf. Swafa Gabriz Harthrick. Vample. Clemis Pulfani. Chinosa.
Then hey, Skibaro. Simona Zero. Perugi Payun.
I'm not gone to the Fenwick Fair yet. I have to do that at some point.
Inoda Quans.
Oh, I'm going to take an angry poop. That might be something I do in real life. Let's go take an angry poop. World's angriest poop. And then I guess we'll serve lunch for everyone that is here. Oh. Maybe I'll just eat the lunch that Ben cooked and then didn't eat. This isn't true to real life, though. Ben would never make a garden salad. Sure, Margot can like fishing. Oh, the house is getting messy. Sure. Oh. Oh, Sims glitches. Okay, cool. What else do I want to do right now? My sim does not have a job yet, and I wonder if I should get myself a job. Despite the fact that my sister is now on my computer. No, I think we'll go ahead and we'll wait to get my sim a job until next time. So I think we'll get a job and try to get Ben back into this house next time. And if we can't do it, we're gonna have to cheat the damn game because it's getting kind of ridiculous. Dating was not this hard the first time around. Cool. Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much. It's been a bit of a trial trying to get Ben and I dating. So we'll see if we have better luck next time, and we'll also see if there's any way for me to vacuum my actual house at all. But thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks. And if you haven't, sorry, just playing my true YouTuber, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed today's content, please hit the like button below. Thanks, guys.